Good morning, and you're watching Explore with Abby, where today I'm at Chessington World of Adventures and I'm here for the Explore event. And it is a Saturday, it is the Easter, and this vlog's basically just going to show you all the Easter events that they've got going. We are also going to go on the vampire because it is the vampire's 35th birthday, so happy birthday the vampire. Well, belated birthday, because yesterday it was their birthday, as the vampire was opened on the 11th of April in 1990, and I was born in 1995, so it's only 5 years older than me. So it's like a very big year for both of us. Well, I'm gonna be 30 this year and the vampire's 35. But let's get in. We're inside now, and look at this, I just love it. Very Easter. Makes you definitely feel like it's the Easter holidays, and it's very busy here. But now we're gonna do the Easter egg hunt. So you have all these little riddles and they tell you where each Easter egg is. So the first one is full of wonders from the deep, where creatures swim and secrets sleep, home to sharks with attitudes so rife. The location of the first egg, you ask, is obviously sea life. Sea life. And we're gonna start heading to sea life. And then what you do is you put the letter on each egg. It spells a password, and then you found it already. Yeah, there we go.
Look at vampire.
And then all the information is on these, so definitely pick one of these up. And then from 12 till 5 p.m. you can go to the main stage, give them the secret password, and then you get a surprise. It's sponsored by Cadbury, so it's obviously going to be some form of chocolate, but what chocolate we do not know. But you can also meet Bonnie the bunny, and it says next to sea life, so definitely pick one of these up. And it gives you, it even tells you the Easter treats as well, so all the different Easter treats that they're doing. But the first letter is
S.
S. So here we are. You're making waves, you found the egg at sea life. The letter for this egg is
S.
So now we've done the first one, we're going to head on to the second one. And it says, head to the land where legends lie, where mythical creatures soar through the sky. A treat of adventure and a playhouse so fun. You can find an egg here. I think it's in the land of the dragon. So I think we should head over to the land of the dragon and see if I'm correct. How does that sound?
Yes.
So let's...
the vampire.
Well, the vampire's not yet, but let's head over to the land of the dragons.
Where is it?
The land of the dragons is this way.
Is it room on the room?
Room on the broom. No, not room on the broom. It's the land. Well, I'm saying it's the land of the dragons, but I'm not sure. But we'll find out when we get there. But here you are. This is where you can meet Bonnie the rabbit.
Oh, she's not like, yes.
So you can download the app and it will tell you everything as well. But there's all the times. So you can meet her at 10:30, 11:30, 2 and 4. We met Bonnie Rabbit because we were here on Monday, but we were here with friends. So we didn't get to do the Easter egg hunt. So we have come back, because it's not far from our house, to do the Easter egg hunt. Oh, we found one. And that is number, that's number, it's letter T, isn't it? And what colour is that egg?
Purple.
It's purple. But that's not the first one. So they should have done that as the second one, to be honest with you, because you're going to walk past this one. This one is number 3, so you have to walk back. So this one is the next egg can be found by animals that love to glide, cheeky creatures with flippers so wide. These animals love to splash and play. Can you find them swimming in Penguin Bay? You found it, and what letter is this? T. There we go. We found the third egg. This isn't the second one. We found the third one. This should have been the second egg because you walked past it. But anyways, let's get that written down. I wonder what the password is. So the third egg, which is actually the first one on the map, so just there. So it's the purple one. So and the first one was technically the 4th one. So I mean, I get what they're doing, but I think they should have done it the other way around. He's so cute. Oh, He's like, can you flap like a penguin? You flap like a penguin. Oh, we can look. You can see your shadow. He's gonna go for a dip. So it's Vampire's birthday, isn't it? Vampire's birthday. So we will be heading over to the Vampire after we've done this. We have been on the Vampire. Little one is now 1.1, so she can go on the Vampire for their 35th birthday. So very excited. Let's head over to the second egg. Hey, the Vampire's 35 years old. It's only 5 years older than I am.
These are the vampire footprints.
Yeah. And I remember back in 2002 when it reopened after Vekoma put the new trains on.
Goblins!
Yeah, goblins. Oh yeah, from Hocus Pocus. That was a very old ride as well. Well, I wouldn't say ride, more like a walkthrough. Gruffalo meet and greet, we did that during the February.
Yeah.
During the February half term. And that was the last time we also went through the children's zoo as well, wasn't it? And we saw the donkeys and the rabbits and the goats and the sheep. And now it's closed off. It's closed off when there's a new land coming in 2026.
I knew that.
You knew that, I knew you knew that. So we're gonna head round now and we are gonna go to the land of the dragon. I'm not sure what colour's next. Oh,
The green.
You're saying it's the green one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there's Scorpion Express.
Definitely the green.
So I know this is called Project Play. I cannot remember what this is being themed to. I know people were saying this is going to be themed to like, it's Paw Patrol. There we are, I remember now. So this is going to be themed to Paw Patrol. So this whole area is going to be a Paw Patrol area. I personally think it's a bad idea. Like, this park used to have like original lands. So you had like the Forbidden Kingdom, you had Mexicana, lands that really worked with this park because this park was originally like a zoo and everything. They brought rides in. Like, so I really feel we're going Crop Drop Land, the Forbidden Kingdom. So I generally feel like bringing like these different lands that are going to be like Minecraft and Paw Patrol, it's not really that great. And you've also got Nickelodeon, which is near Lakeside, which is Paw Patrol, because obviously Paw Patrol is owned by Nickelodeon. So then having a Paw Patrol here as well, I mean, to me, it's just really bad. Like, and then you've got the Minecraft, which is now taken over Wild Asia. I used to work in Wild Asia, so it's really sad. From people like me, I used to work in the shop in Wild Asia. And I think to myself, like, if I still worked here, would I still have a job? Because the Wild Asia shop is now gone. I used to work in the Wild Asia shop and the sweet shop. And I don't know now, because my team, we used to also own the little shop next to the second entrance, which is now the main entrance if you're not staying in the hotel. And we own the Wild Asia shop and the sweet shop. And it's kind of like, what would happen if I worked here? Would I still have a job? We just found another egg. And this one is at the rainforest. Now I don't think this is the egg for the dragon though. So should we work out the riddle and see what one this is? I think it's number 5. Oh, I should have been writing down where we found them. I'll write that down in a minute. So, number 5, I think it's up to the clouds above or make a splash on a ride we love. Home to a capybara and tortoises, aren't they the best? The next egg can be found in rainforest. And I think that's number 5. So we found number 5. So we still need to find the second egg. But what letters is this? I keep saying number. What letters is this?
K.
Okay, and it's for the orange. Now don't be fooled because there's 2 oranges on here, but you want this one with the green rim. If you can see that, it's the sun's just behind there, the green rim. That one's got a red rim. So let's get that written down. Now we're just gonna keep heading onto the land of the dragons. And here we are, it's Dragon's Fury. So it's very busy here today. I mean, it's gonna be busy on Saturday. Oh, that ride's so loud. So this ride always gets a very busy queue. So if you are coming here and you are tall enough for all the rides, I would suggest going on this ride first because this queue gets insane. Like the longest I've ever seen a queue when I worked here, and I was working in the shop next to the main entrance, which is opposite this ride's entrance. Oh, already by half an hour it was already on 75 minutes on a weekend. You find on a weekend this ride gets a lot busier than it does during the week. But I do love the interaction that you have when you're walking around the ride, like because it literally goes through this whole area. Now we are still looking for the egg because it said the land of the dragons, and this is the land of the dragons. So we're going to keep walking through. And you got the helix bit. Where is it? There it is. And it'll come along this way. And it'll come down. The helix is the best bit. I love that bit. It's like they've got the most G-force. Here it is over here, the helix. Helix, helix. You're constantly like, oh! I don't know where this egg is. So we're going to have to rethink our structure and rethink what we're doing and try. Oh, Jumanji's going around. It's very, very fun today. It's like lots of atmosphere going on. And we're still finding this egg and we can't find it. So we're going to keep looking. We finally found the egg and it's in the corner. It's hidden this one. It's not very known. Because we actually went into where the treetop adventure is, where it says Land of the Dragons, but it's not. Do not go, there's no point going there because you're just wasting time. It's actually opposite. I'm not saying because you have to find out yourself when you come here. But we are now going to go and do the next one. I know someone's going to ask to go on this ride. It says soar through the skies on a vampire ride, but be careful, the Gruffalo right outside. The next egg you can find proudly stood in the land we call Fury is already on a 50-minute wait and the park's only been open 13 minutes. So like I said, when I used to work here, this line used to go insane. So definitely do this first and then head over to Vampire because everyone at the main entrance always runs to Vampire because it's closer and then comes Dragon's Fury. But I would just say but then again, everyone from this entrance then runs over to Dragon's Fury because it's right near the entrance. So you're probably better off going to Jumanji, to be honest with you, because then once everyone from the Vampire has finished on the Vampire and everyone's finished on the Dragon's Fury, they're all going to go to Jumanji. So I would definitely go to the Jumanji land first. And talking about new lands, so World Asia is going to be Minecraft like I said, but this land used to be the picnic area, and you know what, it looks so much bigger now that they've done it up because it looked really small. Anyone remembers the picnic area here? Like it was just on a hill and it was just grass, but this land actually makes sense like a Jumanji land because you know it's in a forest, like you know, if old people who used to travel to these parks when they were kids and being brought up, especially with Chessington, you'll understand what I mean by how this makes sense, but like Minecraft and Paw Patrol just really doesn't. So the Vampire, which opened on the 11th of April in 1990, a John Wardley classic, especially he makes the best rides. I'm not even kidding. Every ride he makes I just love. And this was made by Aerodynamics, and it had the original trains on by Aerodynamics, and then in 2001 it got new trains by Vekoma, And to be honest with you, when it reopened in 2002, I was 7, and I actually remember that day. It was so busy. Like, I was only 7 years old, so I didn't really know all this stuff. And I remember saying like, why is everyone going crazy for this ride? And obviously it was because it had new trains put on, and these trains are, I think they're the best. Like, I don't remember doing, and I don't think I ever did the original trains because I wasn't old enough or tall enough. Let's say I was very short for my age. But I do like these trains. And happy birthday to the vampire. Best ride at Chessington by far. And I was really hoping it was going to come round, but it's not coming around. We can hear people screaming on the Jumanji, but I was really hoping to actually see it going around, but I actually think it's still testing. So let's go and find out, shall we? One coming round, so I think we're going to stand here for a bit and see if we can get a shot of it coming round. It might be empty, and according to online, that it actually rolled back, which is quite funny. So when it was testing with the new trains back in 2001, it actually rolled back, because if anyone remembers, I don't remember, when Aerodynamics had their original trains on here, at the very end, when you go into the station at the end where it's all dark, they actually used to be like a castle tunnel, and it used to be a lot longer, the castle tunnel, and they had to get rid of it because the new trains wouldn't fit. So there you go, a little bit of history for you. And apparently the longer brake run had more theming, it was darker. I don't know how it can be darker, to be honest with you, because when you actually sit on that brake run, like, you can't see anything.
See the vampire.
Oh my gosh, yeah, look, there's a vampire girl. We're definitely going to get a picture of vampire girl, but it's gonna come. There we go, look, it's coming around. Wow. And even though it's 35 years old, it is definitely a great suspended coaster.
Well, let's go see her.
Here we go, number B. This wasn't here on Monday, so... Oh my god, I keep saying number, don't I? So this is letter B. This wasn't here on Monday, so they put it around to stop people from probably climbing up to get pictures, but there we are. And they did have a birthday card outside the red waterfall, the blood fountains, so we'll see if that's still there. But you've got Vampire Girl over there. I'm sure she's got a name, but I'm not sure what her name is. Or we just got a picture. But here we are, number B, and I think we might go on the vampire. So we're queuing now for the vampire. On the screen board it says closed, so I think some people think it's not open. So I do like the song that they're playing for the vampire. If anyone's seen it on their social media, go and have a look on Chessington's Instagram, because they've got the song on there. I couldn't find it. And they've got some vampire merch. But see if they've got any 35 stuff left. So I couldn't come here yesterday because I was at work, and they had free pins. So if you went and found a duty manager, anyone around the area who was a manager for Vampire, and you gave them the secret password, you could get a 35 anniversary pin. But unfortunately, I was at work, so I couldn't. And my friend now works here, shout out Kim, and I should have asked her to go and get it.
Mom, look at that Dracula cake.
It's like a Dracula cake, isn't it? just come off the Vampire, and it's Izzy's first time on the Vampire. What did you think? Cactastic! But now we're gonna finish our Easter egg hunt. We got one more egg to find, and then we got about 20 minutes, and then we can go to the main stage and collect our Easter egg, or our chocolate. I'm saying Easter egg. I hope it's new. So we worked out. Well, I'm not gonna show you because that's spoilers. But we've worked out what the last letter is and what the password is. And now we've got about 10 minutes until we can collect our reward, and we're just going to start heading over to the main stage. But I'm not going to tell you where the last one is. It's a surprise. You all have to do it yourselves. Don't think you can watch this vlog and think that I'm going to show you where every single one is, because I'm not. But we're going to start heading over to the main stage. I'm sure everyone knows where the main stage is, but if you don't, it is just past the Elmer, and then it's like in the middle of like Crop Drop and Dragon's Fury, like right in the middle. They've only got one stage here, so it'll be really easy. But I'm sure if you ask a member of staff, they'll be able to tell you where the main stage is as well. Here we are. So you got the Easter Activity Trail prize collection. So once you've done it, you just come over here to the coffee hut, which is next to the main stage. So we're just gonna queue up, and they got big sacks. So we're gonna queue up and wait and see what we get. Here we go. We got an Easter egg. They only gave Iz one. They didn't give me one, even though I gave them 2 of the paper sheets. But anyways, just bear that in mind if you come in here as an adult. I'm not sure if they'll give you one. I think it's just for kids. But we finished the Easter egg hunt now, and we're actually going to start going on some rides. We're going to go on this water ride here, the river rafts. It's like 35-minute wait, but I'll time it and see.
When you finish your ice cream, Daddy will show you the ride. Was that fun? Did you like it?
I've had a bit of a outfit change because it is very warm today, which is nice, 22 degrees, and we're just on our way to the safari ride. Got my hat on, got my Avengers Campus t-shirt on. I know they're not Merlin. I did just have my Hyperia hoodie on, but people don't really know what it is. Obviously people who've been on Hyperia know, but some people don't. And now we're just gonna head into the main queue for the safari, which will be fun. So let's go. It's so bumpy. So this is where we walked during the February down here, weren't it? To see the giraffes. So
Keep an eye out, researchers. Our satellite show you should be close to seeing some giraffes.
I see them up there.
Choose a scientific name. Come and look like this.
Like a cross between a camel and a leopard.
Put the 2 together.
Here they are.
Now, look closely everyone and make note of how many animals you can see so that we can document the number of this herd.
In the wild, the giraffe population has dropped by 40% in the past 30 years due to poaching and habitat loss.
Chessington Conservation supports giraffe conservation by funding scientific research, field surveys and improving security of the reserves.
We think giraffes are some of the most amazing creatures on the planet.
They can live up to 25 years in age. They can grow as tall as 6 metres, that's 18 feet.
That's as tall as a house.
Yes, and their long legs help them run at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour.
Wow, that's as fast as a truck. Coming to me.
She smells so cute.
Why is your son quite one?
There's some zebras over there. That's the hotel.
Sort of sunscreen and prevents their tunnels getting sunburned. During all of that meeting, they're just wonderful.
Which is why it's vital we continue our efforts to preserve this magnificent species.
Wow, look at the giraffe. Look at the giraffe. No.
He was sticking his tongue out. He's looking at us now.
Do you know how to make him look? You pat him. Pat.
Hey, look, he's Christian. He stuck his tongue out.
Look!
Up until a few years ago, they were listed as extinct in the wild. But now, thanks to successful reintroduction projects, they are endangered in the wild. But those that live here are part of an international breeding program to help re-establish the species in North Africa.
Behind us. There they are.
Look around, adventurers, and you might be able to see some antelope with white blaze on their faces. These are called blesbok.
They were once one of the most abundant antelope species of the African plains, but they became an endangered species during the early colonisation of South Africa, when they were hunted for skin and meat. Thankfully, numbers have now since recovered, and they are now deemed as least concerned species.
They live for up to 17 years, and both males and females have horns.
Though the female's horns are slightly more slender.
Oh yeah, I bet. Oh yeah. I didn't even see them. Oh, we just had to try them. I'm on
Researchers, our satellites are showing that something's obstructing the route.
Oh, we recommend that you take an alternative route through this amazing cave we've discovered. We've been taking research samples from inside this magical place.
Hope to see you again soon.
That's how high up we are. So there we are, we've just come off the safari ride. It didn't take us that long. They probably estimated 30 minutes. All the animals though, if you've never been on it before, which I'm sure most of you have, you all know that you generally need to sit near the door to actually see stuff, because all the animals are on the left hand side, and really the only thing that's on the right hand side are the rhinos mainly. But there was no rhinos in this one. They were all closed, they were like locked off. So I don't know if maybe they were like getting fed, or I saw one was just laying down, but they weren't out with us. And then sometimes you'll get a giraffe on the right hand side if they've moved it on, and it is all generally on the left. Now with the cave, obviously when this opened, I think it was back in 2012 or 13, the cave was brilliant. Like the truck rocked side to side, the lights went all off, and there was a water and you'd get soaked, and it was like really funny. Like I remember when people used to come back into the station when you're waiting for a truck, you'd see everyone laughing because of the interaction that all of you have just had with each other, even strangers laughing with each other, and it was really fun to see. Now it gives me, I've never been on Avatar, but I've seen POVs of Avatar, and it gives me Avatar vibes, where it's just got these leaves everywhere and like glow in the dark paint all over the walls, and that you sit there for about a good 1 to 2 minutes and you're kind of expecting something to happen, but nothing actually happens, which is kind of like, it's a bit boring, you know. I understand why they've done it, because you know it's easier to maintain, it's not cost worthy, there's no effects that they have to worry about breaking down, like the water and like the rocking motion of the track. So there's nothing that's going to cost them too much. Obviously it's easier to keep maintained. Let's hope they keep it maintained, because Merlin aren't very good, and we all know like maintaining things, so we'll just have to hope and see. But I think now we're heading off to Vampire once again. It seems to be the favourite now, Vampire. So we're just going to start heading that way. So let's go. There looks like a very big queue in there, and it's been saying closed all day. So I don't know if the queue time board isn't broken, which is a bit bad when it's 35th birthday. But either way, at least the ride's going. There are going to be people now going, don't you dare say that, because now you've jinxed it. But this is the longest queue I've stayed in. So I'm going to time it and see how long we're in this queue for. So we're kind of time travelled. We're on the Gruffalo now, aren't we? So we're on the Vampire, and that queue was an hour long, and now we're on the Gruffalo. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Come and have lunch in my underground house. City of Fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a crocodile?
Sounds like the vampire.
Yeah, it's got the same smell pods.
City of Fox.
I think we waited about half an hour.
There's no such thing
The
as a
Buffalo was a
crocodile.
very short queue. No, it was quite a big queue, the Buffalo. Yeah, I think everyone's just interested in going. Yeah, the boat's in water.
Going to the roundhouse.
Butterfly. Ow.
Stay around. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a
Yeah. Ow. Weird. so heavy on one side. We are going backwards quite a bit.
Please sit down until you're tired.
Just walk behind me, and soon you'll see everyone is afraid of me.
Oh yeah, he's still not spinning, is he? TV screen. Just watch TV while we wait.
We're moving now.
Oh, we're moving now.
Stop.
The traffic jam. There we are, we're going upwards.
Where's your bag? Where's your bag?
Only one screen's working. The other one's not working. Yeah, that one's not working. Yeah. Show her hair's Oh, they got a big splash. Lovely.
crumble.
Ruffalo crumble. There we are. So we just come off the Gruffalo ride, yeah, 35-minute wait, probably about a 30-minute wait we did. Now we're gonna go to Seastorm, because Seastorm is broken. Oh, look at the owl! Yeah, that was like owl from the Gruffalo.
Yeah, I'm just squeezing the water. Okay? I'm squeezing the water.
So someone's dress got soaking wet by the seats. The seats are really wet. And on Seastorm. So we're just heading on our way to Seastorm. What's the time anyway? So let's have a look. So it's 4 o'clock. Park closes in 2 hours. So I think we might leave before park closes. And we'll get some food before we leave as well. As well, just bear in mind that all the food places, like the restaurants and that, they close like an hour before park does. I've noticed that with like the burger kitchen down in Wellwoods, that it closes before the park does. Oh, 20-minute wait, that's fine. Let's go and see some. And there we go. It only took about 12 minutes. Shame we can't film on it because it was quite a funny video. To be honest with you, I do like this ride. But we'll see you when we get off. We're just leaving, aren't we? So we've had lots of fun today. So I'm not quite sure the last thing we videos. I don't know if it was Vampire because you've been on it so many times since little one's been able to go on it. You've gone 1.1 now. That's all we go on every time we go past Alma. That's babyish. That's babyish.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So we're just focusing on the big rides, aren't we? And soon you'll be tall enough for Crop Drop and Dragon's Fury.
Yeah. I'm still walk on the Vampire, will I?
Yes, you'll still be able to go on the Vampire. But let's.
Will they say no to me?
They won't say no to you. Let's walk up on this. It's very busy. People are leaving now. It is 6 o'clock. It's home time. There you have it. We've just left Chessington. Say bye, Chessington.
Bye, Chessington.
It's been fun. Chessington World of Adventures. It's been fun. I'm not sure what last one I vlogged. I'm not quite sure. This vlog's been a bit like we're here, we're there, we're like transporting everywhere. I think it's just we didn't really have a set plan because we've been here. This is our second time this week, so we haven't had a set plan of like what we're doing. So we just basically just been winging it. We have just like the winds on my jumper, just winning it. There's your funny joke. And then Izzy was like, I just want to go on the Vampire. Now I'm tall enough for the Vampire. I just want the Vampire. Like, this is how busy it is where you've actually got cars like parked on the walking path. So quick wrap up. It was a really good day. It was busy. Obviously it's gonna be busy. It's a Saturday.
Guess what? I can go on Jumanji when I'm big.
Yeah, okay. Not yet. So like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, let's start with the Vampire. So the audio wasn't working on the Vampire. Vampire operations worked beautiful, brilliant. Longest we waited was an hour. Gonna be because the park's busy. Audio weren't working, so I just said that I'm so tired right now. I'm just so tired. I'm like running on low energy. So audio wasn't working. I really liked the Vampire Happy Birthday song they played. I thought it was like every hour. I think it was like every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes.
My cousin's birthday song.
Okay. And I think they should have played that in the queue line. There will be a TripAdvisor review going on, a bit more in detail on the TripAdvisor review, so I will post that on my Instagram, so please follow my Instagram so you can be updated there on when the TripAdvisor review will be coming on. So I do a lot of TripAdvisor reviews on there, just not theme park related, anything. And the food thing, I had one issue with the food. So basically, like, all the food places close 2 hours before the park closes. To me, that really makes no sense, because you're not gonna want to get, you know, food like you know, like food like 2 hours before. Some people like to get food like on the way home, so like we take the train, so we've got some food in my bag and we're gonna eat that. So we went there before it closed, put it in my bag, and now we're on our way home. We're gonna eat it on the train. But other than that, we had a really great day, and we're already deciding if we're gonna come again next week. Please follow, because there will be a vlog for Legoland. Not sure when we're going Legoland because the weather keeps changing, but there will be a vlog for Legoland. So please follow, like and subscribe.